Hey golfers, Dave from Fit2 Golf. It's been a while, but I'm back to review the Maltby 890 driver from the Golfworks. Let's get started. Got my I Hate Golf t-shirt on, which I'll explain in a little bit. You might have seen my review of the Maltby M890 iron series, which I really liked it. This line is intended for maybe a slower swing speed, maybe a beginner golfer, a junior, senior, women, and the shaft offerings that come with it, kind of standard, match different swing speeds. If you look on their website, you'll see that there's a guide there helping golfers pick out which shaft is right for them. Now, I'll get into the build in a little bit, but when I built this, I built it to my specifications, unlike the iron, which I built to swing at a slower swing speed. And the awful irony is that when I built it, I had healthy hips, and when I'm doing this video, I do not. So later, when you see my swings, you'll notice that it's not pretty and it's not fast, and I don't want to hear any comments about it. I'm doing this for you, the golfing community. Okay, so in terms of the driver, this is intended to be a forgiving driver, and the features that kind of put it in that category are things like weight distribution. So the construction of the crown allowed more weight to be placed on the bottom. There is a weight port also far back to kind of help bring the CG back, get the ball up in the air. Also, the lofts are consistent with a slower swing speed. So the lowest loft is a 10. That's what I have here. And then they also offer it in 12 and 14, which is really great for fitting perspective, because it does fit a broader range of golfers than most, kind of standard drivers. Now, I think this is a really nice looking driver. The top is a very kind of classic pear shape. It's just got a matte finish on it that's very appealing. I particularly like the sole. As you can see, and I'll put up a picture too, that it has the one wood there, kind of a retro look, and it has some nice silver accents to it. The build of this driver, I went with the premium pack with a Kurokage second generation black shaft, which I really like. I got it stiff flex. I tipped it 1/2 an inch, cut it to 44.5 inches at that length. It's CPM to 264, which is like a medium stiff. The head weighs, my head that I got weighed 202 grams. Came with an 8-gram weight. I put in a 10 just to try and get the swing weight up a little bit, because at this weight of shaft, at a shorter length, and also a mid-size grip, the swing weight, even with the 10-gram weight, is C8. Okay, I'm going to put up some swings and then go over some data. Keep in mind I'm injured here, so you're not going to see the kind of usual distances and speed from me. Not that I'm a fast swinger anyway. I'll also compare the data from this driver to the Maltby KE4, which is kind of a more fit driver for me. So let's put up some swings. Hopefully you can hear the sound of the driver at the range. Okay, so let's get into the numbers of this driver, and then I'll compare it to the KE4. So swinging at 93 miles an hour, I was getting ball speed of 130, smash factor 1.41, carry of 205, launching at 16 degrees, spinning at 2900, and a ball height of 89 feet. Now, not that 2900 is low spin, but a couple of things here. One is I was hitting into the wind when I recorded the data with my Mevo, and I think I was getting some excessive spin that way. You'll see that also on the KE4. But also I tend to add a little loft at impact and create a little more spin. And so 2900 is not a terrible number. It's certainly not a terrible number for someone who is swinging a little slower and wants to get the ball into the air. You need spin. So that was impressive. And the lower ball flight was also something that I liked. Now, in terms of how this do compare to a driver that I use more often, I did compare it to the KE4, and you've done a review of that. You can certainly check that out on my channel, and definitely got better numbers here. Now, keep in mind, this is not apples to apples. I was not using the same shaft. That one's a ½ inch longer. I think I had it set at 9.5 degrees instead of 10, so it's not quite, an apples to apples comparison, but still, you'll see what a driver made for someone specifically can do for you. So with the KE4, just as a comparison, I was swinging at 92 miles an hour, getting ball speeds of 135, smash factor of 1.47, carrying of 214, still launching at 16 degrees, spinning at 3,500, which again, I think a lot of that was hitting into the wind, and a peak height of 103 feet. When I built this driver, as I said, I was healthy. I built it for a swing speed that was, just a little under 100 miles an hour. And in hindsight, I probably should have built it the way I built the iron, which is put in maybe a regular flex shaft and swing it at 85 miles an hour and see what kind of performance you get. And I might still do that. I might pull this shaft and try that out. So because of that, I'm going to refrain from a rating. I think it would probably be in the par range. I definitely recommend it. Although I do prefer the STI2. It's only slightly more expensive. It has left-handed options, which is, more versatile, of course, if you're a lefty. And I got better performance out of it. Now, it doesn't have the loft range that this does. So if you're, really looking for a higher lofted driver, this is worth looking at. But if you're looking in the, 10-degree range, I would check out the STI2 first. And of course, if you want the adjustability, go for the KE4. So anyway, kind of a quick review. I hope you like that. By the way, consider subscribing. As I checked today, I'm just under 1,000 subscribers, and I'd love to clear that hurdle. Give those guys over at TXG a run for their money. All right, so in the meantime, get out there, play golf, beautiful weather, stay healthy, and stay positive.